So, I just had a Costco hot dog, and I'm currently eating a Costco pizza. And I just wanted to tell a story uh, about a great country. You know, making things political here, but as I walk through this Costco that I just went through, it's currently 7:03. Costco closes pretty soon, 8:30, I think. But as I walk through there, I go and I came here with a mission, right? I came here with two missions. Number one was to get fresh fruit. Okay, I'll explain why. And number two was to get the Costco hot dog and a Costco pizza. I'm more of a big fan of Costco hot dog, but why? Well, why not? First of all, but second of all, I've been away from Costco. I've been away from a lot of things. I've been stationed in Guam, away from most things. There's certain amenities there, but there's something they don't have. There's a couple things they don't have. They don't have Walmart, which I'm looking at too. There's a Walmart here. They don't have Target. I don't care as much for Target, but one thing they don't have is a Costco. And as I walked through this Costco, I had a feeling, like a joyful feeling, like a genuine joy that brought a smile to my face. Like, how many things other than like watching like a really funny video or something, or hanging out with like your friends, like how many things does that nowadays? How many things that aren't those things, that aren't meant to make you feel happy? How many things like that are left in the world that just make you feel happy? And it's just, I haven't really had fresh fruit because it's so expensive, and a lot of the times at the stores there, it's rotted because it has to get, shipped over from who knows where. So I haven't had strawberries in like 8 months, like good fresh strawberries in like 8 months. So I bought strawberries, I bought blueberries. Sorry, not blueberries, those are the only ones I didn't buy. Strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries. But mostly I'm here for the strawberries while I'm here in the States. And I realized something though. I realized that for a country to have truly made it, to have, that is really a measure of its well-being, I think it's got to have a Costco. And maybe not even a country, just a place to truly be great. I think it needs to have a Costco. It needs to have a Costco where you can go in and just like think. Okay, so I'm going off the rails here, but think back to the first time you went to Costco. You just got a membership card. You're like, holy shit! Like they have everything here. They have so many things here. This is awesome. And then you finish. You get bulk, and you spent way too much money, which I even did here. But it was worth it. And then you go and you get a Costco hot dog and Costco pizza. And where else? I know, like, it's such like it's just one of those things that you like take for granted, and a lot of times Costco is like too busy. It can be overstimulating. Parking is a pain in the ass. But I came here and I got a fairly close parking spot. It's late, so it really wasn't that busy. I got my food quick. I just thought, like, man, this is great. I wish everywhere was like this. And I'm sure Canada has Costco's. I know Japan has Costco's. But does Russia have a Costco? Does China have a Costco? Does some of these places, do they have Costco's? I know it's stupid, but maybe it's not. You know, maybe it's not stupid. Maybe you just need to go and get a hot dog, get a pizza. Just go and buy some bulk food. And I'm not trying to be a consumerist here. I just have genuinely not had good fresh fruit in 8 months. Because Guam doesn't have a Costco. They used to, and they pushed it out for some local chain that does not do the same thing, by the way. They claim it does, but it does not fucking have a $1.50 hot dog. It doesn't. It just doesn't. That's why Guam is unfortunately a place that will never be truly great. It's great in other ways. But here in Hanover, Maryland, just outside of Baltimore, there's a Costco. And at about 7 o'clock at night, I, from Guam, who's been there for about 8 months, went and got Costco hot dog and Costco pizza and some fresh fruit, some bulk fresh fruit. I could have went to Walmart, sure, and gotten maybe a better deal, I don't know. But I think it was that hot dog that really drove me here. And really anywhere can have a Walmart, but you gotta have something special going on to have a Costco. I wish everywhere had a Costco. Yeah. Haven't made a video in a long time, but I just thought that this would be a good time. So, to Hanover, Maryland, to the Costco at 7 o'clock at night, where I went and had a peaceful time. So